So, I'm not, look, Jack Posobiec, Citizen Trump, Special Projects Director, look, I am not trying to do something that's negative to the police and their job here. I'm not trying to make their jobs any harder. I'm not trying to do anything wrong. They asked me to step away, so I stepped away. I'm not trying to make, I do not want the police officers to have put their lives in danger. I don't want to have the police officers to make their jobs any worse or any harder. But the violent Black Lives Matter protesters, if you watch my previous video, just kicked me out, violently threatened me, actually assaulted me, if you go by the Michelle Fields direction, put their hands on me, and physically forced me out of their rally, screaming curses at me, threatening me, telling me that if I didn't leave within 5 minutes that something really bad was going to happen to me. Hang on. So, hold on, guys. Okay, sorry, back. So, yeah, the violent protesters kicked me out, screaming at me, threatening me. The police asked me to step away, so I decided to step away. All I was asking them was to tell me about their policies, what they were doing here today, how they would like government to change it. Going back and forth a little bit when they would lie to me about Trump's policies, and yeah, really just wanted to see. So we're gonna keep the eye on them, and here we go. This is what Hillary Clinton supporters look like.
Go back to the Ku Klux Klan! Go back to the Ku Klux Klan! I've never been in a Ku Klux Klan!
Okay, so they're still they're doing all that.
Who's demonizing who? Why are you demonizing us?
So I got you live, just so you know, Citizens for Trump. I've got you live. I'm with Citizens for Trump. These guys, what do you think about them and what they have to say?
I wonder if they look at the facts. I wonder if they just get received wisdom and conventional wisdom without looking into the statistics and everything else. They call Donald Trump a racist. He's been around since the mid-'80s. He's been in Doonesbury. He's been on Oprah. He's been on magazines everywhere. But he's never been called a racist until now, when he's running for office. And I find this is just people out there, oh, you're not a big warrior.
Ironic, it's the irony behind them claiming that, oh, we're like racist, we're xenophobic.
Exactly.
I'm half black coming from myself. I see how they act. It just shows what we're talking about.
What confuses me is that, they're talking about problems with the system, problems with police. Donald Trump's been a private citizen his whole life, so how is that his fault?
Exactly.
It's not his fault.
It's not.
And he's employed
that's what
people
confuses
of
me.
all races. And,
He's just speaking about the issues nobody really wants to talk about, and it sets people back, because it's the reality things. It's like our opinion doesn't matter, but if it's their way or no way. That's not what this country's about. We can have two differences, but we can have an intellectual conversation and still agree on things. And that's what Trump wants us to come together.
Yeah, I mean, these guys seem
support
like,
this.
they don't seem like they're into very
Look
unity.
at the difference.
Well, just real quick, do you think Donald Trump is a racist?
No, of course not. He wants people to not get out of that criminality mentality in life and work hard, no matter where you're from, race, regardless, color, doesn't matter. It's basic principles in this country. He wants us to respect that. We're not Saudi Arabia, we're not all these countries, this is America. And they just want free handouts, it seems like. So you know what I mean? It's everybody's issues but theirs. Like, we need to come together and diagnose the real issues, especially with the city.
Yeah, I
see
mean,
what's going on.
he's
It's
talked
no
about
secret.
bringing jobs back to cities. He
wrong
talked
with
about
that?
trying to help actually support law enforcement to build that relationship in communities instead of kind of having
It's
that
like they don't
low
support their
funding.
law
But
enforcement, these guys are busting their asses day and night.
as much as I hate to say it, I mean, how many of these people you suppose were here last year burning the city down?
And people see that and they reflect off that, and it's just sad. Especially for me being a Baltimore native, I live in Canton, and that puts and you see, it's sad to say, but you see the trend. Especially, it's not just here; it's in cities all across the country.
I'm with you.
Sign you can support with them.
Okay.
Like that makes no sense. How you gonna say black lives matter?
Oh, that was fun. Oh. All lives matter. 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 We got all sorts of stuff out today. Look at all this. Look at all this. These people, they are industrious. They're industrious. See, we're not going to throw you guys out on this side. You're perfectly fine to be here, seriously. If you guys want to talk, if you want to get into the issues, that's cool. You know, that's cool. The what?
He'll be around again. Did you see that?
The billboard? No, what was it?
You got it. Next time he comes around, he'll be around again.
All right.
It's awesome.
I was asking him. I just asked him if he could tell me one of Trump's racist quotes, if he's so racist.
No, I don't have any quotes.
That's
I don't
nobody
wanna talk.
seems to be able to know any.
I don't want to talk.
So I guess
we know a lot. We're just not saying it.
no. I mean, I guess you're just making it up because it's not true. I guess they're just making it up. No quotes. So I go over there, right? And they start getting physical with me. They start pushing me back.
For real?
Yo, yeah. And they're telling me Trump's racist. Trump's racist. I said, well, what has he said that's racist?
What? Yeah.
And I said, can you? I'm like, tell me what he said. Well, he hates black people. And I'm like, well, okay, okay. What did he say? How do you know that? And they're like, and they said, F you, suck a D, and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, but just tell me what he said. Like, that's all I'm asking.
Make me want to go. I'm close to putting on my
We love
uniform.
everybody.
And I'm like,
We love everybody.
I'm like, so you guys could just, you
Understand, right? Exactly.
guys could just tell me what he said. That's
Love everybody.
fine. Oh God, he's got the basket. Elam here with the deplorable basket. Oh man. And it's like, well, then they start talking about like Freddie Gray and all that. And I'm like, Trump? What does Trump have to do with Freddie Gray?
Trump hats, Trump shirts right here, y'all.
Okay, so we've got all our Trump supporters on this side. So many Trump supporters. Love our Trump supporters. Don't we love our Trump supporters? We got our police. We got them. Awesome. Big old signs. Very cool. I'm thinking about going to see the protesters again.